This podcast is sponsored by Kangen Water. Change your water. Change your life. Status. Hello, Lamar.
How are you, Alexis?
I am doing so well. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Are you sure?
I try not to.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, they said if you do complain, it's not like anyone's listening to you anyway.
That's true.
Yeah,
I do like that saying.
Yeah.
So you probably won't complain to me then, but obviously you came here because something's bothering you.
Of course. I come here to kind of decompress and. I'm just a little stressed out, a little bit stressed out.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot lately. Just somewhere I can come and vent and talk about.
So what do you want to vent about? Go ahead, lay it on me.
So being a comedian and running so many shows, I'm just all over the place, and then I don't never have time to myself to really develop the concrete relationships that I need outside of the comedy game. So I think that this concept that I have for the new show, Shoot Your Shot, that comes from the romantic in me, the person that wants to find love eventually. But who the hell would date a comedian? You know what I mean? So I'm a little stressed out about those things. So I have to find more balance.
So Lamar is romantic.
I think I can be romantic.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So I find it interesting. I love this. I love that you're opening up to me about this because I really think I can help you here.
Perfect.
But you did say something. You said, who would date a comedian?
Yeah.
Why do you? I feel like that's coming from a negative place. Like you think no one would date you because you're a comedian.
Oh, not at all. As far as I know, women like a guy that can make them laugh. You know what I mean? Laugh them right out of the panties is what they say. You know what I mean? I've heard that many times. You know what I mean?
Have you ever laughed anyone out their panties before?
I'd rather not say, but possibly,
he's
quite
a gentleman.
Possibly.
He's a gentleman too.
No, I don't kiss and tell.
Good.
Yeah, so
Okay. So do you? So I know when you go to a comedy show and you're doing your thing, you're at work. But I'm sure you have opportunities to maybe speak with some woman during the show or after the show. Do you ever take on those opportunities?
Yes, if it's someone that I am vibing with, you know what I mean? Because I'm like one of those people that make a connection off of the look. We have a small conversation or whatever, So yes, I try to take advantage of those opportunities as much as often. But the thing is, how long do those situations last? You know what I mean? Might be a night, might be a week, might be 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I want something that's going to be more solid and, can build on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you set the intention of finding that?
I don't think so. I might put kind of, off I don't have the time type vibe to most, I would assume. Yeah, so.
Okay. So, I'm not changing the topic, but as far as, you're very busy. I find you a successful comedian because you're always doing something, you're grinding. I definitely respect your work ethic in the comedian world. And I imagine that you probably write down your goals or the shows that you're planning on doing, right? And then you bring those things to life. And it's such a great feeling, right? When you have an idea and then you actually broadcast that show, you produce it and you put it out there and it's successful, right?
Yes.
So why not do the same thing for your love life?
I could apply those same attributes, I would say, to that. I should probably try that. Maybe that will help me bring balance into my life instead of expecting somebody to bring it into my life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I have to manifest it as opposed to.
Yeah, you gotta put it out in the universe,
Yeah, that's true.
I think a really effective way,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything, but it's worked for some of my clients,
Okay.
is you write a letter.
Okay.
Whether it's in your journal or you just write it, you write a letter and you maybe write it to your future lover who you're looking
Mm,
for.
mm.
Write a letter to them,
Okay. Okay.
or you can write a letter to yourself, to your future self, to the universe, saying what it is exactly that you want in a
Mhm.
partner.
Mhm.
And say it with absolute trust and belief.
Okay.
I will find a partner who
Exactly.
thinks I'm funny and laughs at all my jokes, and I will find a partner where I can laugh her out her panties and make sweet
Exactly.
love to her every
Exactly.
evening. I will find a
Every
partner
evening, I
that
like
will
that.
come to all my shows and support me and
Mhm.
my visions, right?
Exactly.
Setting
Exactly.
all those manifestations, all those intentions.
Okay. Be
Okay.
intentional
Yeah.
in my living, and I like that. I'm gonna try that.
What do you think about writing that letter with me right now?
We could write that letter. Yes, that would be fun. I want to write it to my future partner.
Okay.
That way, when I manifest this and she's absolutely perfect, I want to date it. You know what I mean? And that way, I show it to her. And she, look at this. I manifested you.
And maybe she was manifesting you at the exact
Exact
same
same
time,
moment.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's magical.
All right. So let's do a little exercise here. I'm going to go ahead and have you lay back.
Okay, okay,
Don't
okay.
mind Abby there. She'll just cuddle right next to you.
I broke the side of my knee yesterday,
Okay.
so
Good.
it's a little
Relax.
ginger.
All right. So we want to open up that heart chakra. Okay. Are you
Okay.
familiar with your chakras?
Somewhat. I
Oh,
was actually just listening to something about that yesterday, but I don't know all of
okay.
the different
So the
levels.
chakras are like these energy anchors in your body,
Mm-hmm.
that have to do with your spirit. It's considered metaphysics, so to speak. And
Exactly.
your heart chakra, of course, is going to have to do everything with your sense of love for yourself, for others, for the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake of this exercise, because we are going to be manifesting your ideal partner, I want to open that chakra right
Oh
up.
yeah,
I want to rip it open.
that sounds good.
Okay. So I'm going to give you this stone here that's intended for the heart chakra.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and rub that into your hands till it gets nice and warm. And you're going to place it over your heart.
Okay. Okay.
Is it getting warm enough there?
Yeah, it's getting warm.
All right.
Warmer.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Perfect. Good. And then go ahead and place both hands over that stone and just place it over your heart. Good. Now, I want you to take some deep breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now, as you're breathing in, I want you to think positive thoughts and breathe out all that negativity where you think that you may not meet someone because you are worthy. Good, good, Lamar. Okay, so now, next, on the next breath in and the next breath out, you are going to chant the mantra which rips open your heart chakra, yum, just like this.
Yeah.
Yum. Good. Go ahead, do that again with me.
Yum.
Yum. Breathe it all the way out. And one more on your own.
Yum.
Good, good. Now I want you to tell me, what are you feeling? Are you feeling your heart open? Are you feeling love in the room?
I feel that in lightheadedness. No.
Okay, just keep breathing. Make sure you're breathing all the way in and all the way out. You shouldn't be feeling lightheaded. You should be feeling rejuvenated.
No, I do. I was just playing.
All right. So let's start this letter.
Okay.
I want you to speak from your heart, and I will transcribe for you, darling.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for being a part of my life. I have waited for this moment for the longest time. I knew that this was the destiny that I was going to fulfill eventually, and that is finding you, the perfect woman. You are supportive. You are beautiful. You are confident. You are my anchor. You're the reason why
All
I.
right, slow down, slow down,
Okay,
slow
I'm
down, slow
sorry.
down. I gotta catch up here. Okay, so you are beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You are my rock. When I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the world is against me, the love from you, it outweighs that. I feel comfort in you. I feel safe. I feel that you're a friend, my lover, and more than anything, you're sexy as hell, and you got a big booty, kind of like I like it.
I
I
love me
love your
some big
mother.
booties.
Ooh, I
Oh,
love
I'm
that
sorry,
big
I'm
booty.
sorry. Keep going.
I mean, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, ain't nothing like a nice booty. And your mama, she makes good food. I feel like I can go over her house for Thanksgiving every now and again instead of wanting to go to my mom's because I know she can cook. I love you. You are my you are my guiding light. Hold my hand. Let's walk into this future with open hearts, open minds, and let's make another baby.
Another baby.
Yeah.
So is this about your baby's mama?
Oh, hell no. I want another baby. Just period.
Oh,
She know I got kids. She gonna have to.
okay.
You know what I mean? I want to have
Sorry, I
another one.
misunderstood.
Oh no, not my baby mama. No, those. See, my heart is starting to twitch. I need to warm this rock back up. It's going cold on me.
I am so sorry for ruining that moment. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get back into the zone.
Okay. I like that you're honest and that when I write jokes, you tell me exactly the truth about whether or not it's a good one or not. Sorry, I need some Kagan water. Thank you, Kagan.
It's wonderful water.
Yes. Yes. Um, you are. Where am I?
You left off at honest.
You're honest. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're honest. Um, and eventually, I would like to marry you.
Hmm.
Hmm. I sure would. Uh, what do we have so far?
We're
How does
doing
it
really
sound?
good. We're doing really good.
Okay.
Is there any more that you'd like to add?
I think I covered all
You
grounds.
think you've
And
added
you're
all kind?
smart, and educated, and independent.
Oh, great. Mm-hmm.
Not Boosie and Webby independent, but more like
What's wrong with Boosie and Webby?
Neo independent.
Okay, okay.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Neo independent is it's a difference. It's a difference. Boosie and Webby independent mean that she on her own, her own nail shop, or she do braids in her kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but Miss Independent, that's that one that dressed like Claire Huxtable going to work.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
That's the one I want. Nothing against the other one, because I like her too. Hopefully, I'll never have to look for her again because I found my one.
All right. This is wonderful. This is
I know,
wonderful.
I know. I'm speaking from my heart.
Great, great. Okay. So I want to ask you some questions, okay? Because the most important thing about attracting
Hmm.
things into your life is already feeling those things. And so I love how you used feelings in this letter, how
Yes,
it makes you feel, right?
exactly.
So let's figure out how you are feeling right now. They say if you want to attract the perfect lover, you also have to become the most perfect version of yourself,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So tell me, Lamar, do you think you are beautiful?
I do.
Good. Let's check that off the list.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself a rock for your friends and family?
Yes, I can be.
Good. Do you think that you make those around you comfortable?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Do you feel safe on your own?
Of course.
Good. Do you consider yourself a good friend?
I think one of the best friends.
Wonderful. Do you consider yourself a good lover?
Of course. Absolutely. 100%. I do. I'm
Good.
convicted.
All right. Do you think you have a nice looking booty?
You know what? I don't pack back, I pack front. So I think it's cute. It's small but cute.
Okay.
It's petite.
So maybe we can go into the gym and work on some gluteus maximus exercises.
I just don't want a girl to really touch my butt in the first place. So, I'll work on some.
You don't like a little reach around grab when
Nah,
no? Hmm.
that's a little strange to me.
I'm sensing some homophobia.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
We'll
know
address
about the
that later.
reach
Let's
around.
continue. Um, so you said your mother is a good cook.
Hmm.
Are
She
you a
is.
good cook?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite dish to make?
I make an excellent shrimp and grits. Yes, Cajun style with a nice sauce. It's
Oh,
amazing. Absolutely amazing.
good. Okay. Do you feel like the light within yourself is guiding you?
Yes, absolutely. I think that the things that are going well in my life are based on that, basically.
Good.
Mm.
Do you believe that your heart is open and vulnerable?
Yes, to an extent.
What's the extent?
I've had heartbreak. I've experienced it all. So, I have some trust issues, possibly.
Hmm.
But I am open to
Okay.
change in some ways.
Okay. We're going to come back to that, those trust issues in just a moment. Just want to make it through this list first, okay?
Exactly.
Do you think you're a good father?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you consider yourself honest?
Yes, of course.
Are you smart?
I think so. I like to tend to believe.
Are you educated?
Yes, I am.
And are you independent in a neo sort of way?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, if you're answering honestly here, Lamar, there's no reason why you can't find this person today.
Today? Oh,
You
damn.
never know. That's how quickly you can manifest it if you just believe,
I agree.
you
I agree.
know?
I
And
manifest a
like I
lot of things.
mentioned before, and like I said, I'm no expert, but this has worked for many of my clients
Hmm.
in a matter of weeks,
I believe it.
right?
Hmm.
But I do think that you need to physically write this letter yourself. Let's talk about the trust issues.
Um, the trust issues. I just don't trust. I don't know. I've come from situations that I have, I've been married before. I've been, had a couple girlfriends,
Mm-hmm.
things don't necessarily work out how they supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that I didn't create some trust issues on my own. It's never a one-sided thing. And also, I just take responsibility for me. I can't take responsibility for others. So.
So, what are these, so to speak, trust issues you created, Lamar?
Oh, I've had situations I wasn't faithful, in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
situations
Mm-hmm.
when I was immature and young, and
Mm-hmm.
and hurt, and all kinds of different things. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, anger management is a interesting thing. A person that needs it, I would say. Anger is not just displayed through yelling and fighting and doing that. It can be displayed through other behaviors that are not, necessarily the best path or route. So you can do a lot of things out of anger that make you feel good. Some people like to yell and they feel good afterwards. If they,
Mm-hmm.
belittle someone and make them feel lesser than the person they are to make themselves feel great.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I didn't do that. I had sex. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So sex was your way of dealing with your anger. Was it angry sex? I mean, was
No, it
there
was
choking and spitting and BDSM?
in some situations if the other person like that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
Mm-hmm. So was it like you were mad at your girlfriend and so then you went and had angry sex with somebody else?
No, no. Only if she was into that type of stuff. But no, I didn't take my anger out on it. Not at
Mm.
all.
It
Not
was
at
just a
all.
release for you.
It was just release.
Hmm. So how do you deal with your anger now?
I don't get angry.
Oh, wow. Did
Mm.
you become a monk or?
You got to do a lot of inner personal work on yourself. You have to dig deep and take responsibility and hold yourself
Hmm.
accountable for the things that you do, and you mature. A much older man now than I was in that during that time. So,
Hmm.
I've
Hmm.
matured. I've looked at my life and saw my flaws and saw where I, made some mistakes and, owned them. So
Wow, sounds like you've done some therapy in your day.
I'm a counselor, so I got to,
That's
take my
awesome.
own advice.
Counselors need counselors
Oh
too.
yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
wonderful. So, would you say, how would you say, I mean, I would imagine there has to be some things that might irritate you, right?
Mhm.
How do you decide to choose not to engage in that?
Mm, You know, um, if it's a person, you have to come to terms with people or who they are. And it
Mm-hmm.
is very selfish for you to want that person to change based on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to learn to deal with people and according to who they are. If it's a person that I know that irritates me and stuff, I probably won't deal with them as much.
Yeah.
Deal with them on,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the way that you need to in that moment, and then you move on. So,
Mm. Yeah,
you
I
know.
like that. What was the last time you could remember getting upset or irritated about something?
Probably recently. I don't like complainers. Complainers, and
Mm.
when I'm in a situation where I have to listen to it, it's like, do something about it. Especially when it's most of it's created by that person,
Mm.
not an outside
Hmm.
factor. So,
So do you just separate yourself? Was that your kind of strategy?
I try to be supportive and listen. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it just makes me feel, a certain way in that moment.
Isn't it crazy how people's energy can rub off on you?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
gotta deflect that shit like the
hmm
Matrix.
Exactly. Keep a little wall up and let that person ping whatever they want off of it. And then when you move, you go back about your business.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mhm.
So, okay, so you understand that where your trust issues are coming from. So,
Mhm.
what makes you think that those trust issues? I mean, it sounds like you understand. So, why would you really see it as an issue in a future relationship? What growth still
The
needs to take
the
place?
the it's just the fact that I haven't been in a relationship like that, a serious relationship.
Since.
Yeah, so which means is I, haven't seen anything different yet.
Mm,
I'm not
okay.
gonna take those issues into my relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and say, oh, well, just because this person did that, then,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I'll have a little bit of mindfulness
Mm-hmm.
and, try not to be blinded by lust in the moment, and you find yourself in a situation where you don't necessarily mesh with that person.
Just
But
jerk
just because
off.
the sex was good, you was like, fuck it.
No, you have to jerk off before you
Mm.
go on the date to make sure you're not attracted to this person just because you're horny.
Oh, I'ma still want to have sex with her, even if I jerked
I
off.
know, but it
And if
just, it it takes off the edge.
the thing with me is kissing.
Mm,
Never kiss anybody unless you feel that you're going to work toward that. It's more
that's
emotion
true.
behind kissing than it is
I
having sex with somebody.
I would agree to that at a younger time. I think
Mm.
there is more emotional in kissing, but gosh, I mean, my spiritual growth has just been so exponential that it's like sex is just you can go into other universes.
I agree.
It's like sex is the ultimate mushroom.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I
So,
love it.
but I
It's
get what you're
amazing.
saying. Okay. I love this. I want you to put this into, I mean, you kind of already did put it into your own words and I just wrote it down, but I mean, I want you to, take time with this and maybe write it in your journal or whatever and maybe recite it to yourself in the morning. Set the intention that you'll meet someone, right?
Mhm.
But I do want to touch base on this little homophobia issue.
Oh, it's no homophobia. It's
Why is it that you?
preference. I don't like my ass touched like that. It's
What
weird.
happened?
Oh, nothing at all happened.
Nothing happened. Why does it feel weird?
It's just weird. I grab my girl's ass. It's just something to me is more of a feminine type of quality. You know, you got a girl with a nice ass, you grab her ass, smack her on her ass, you do all of that. You know what I mean? But
But
me, I'm
I
just
mean,
not.
did you ever play sports? I mean, it was
Yeah,
pretty common for guys, good game,
yeah, that's sports, and you know, I didn't feel no type of way about that. But you know,
What about after you're done with your lady and she wants to say, "Hey, good job."
oh, she can do that. I ain't saying don't touch my ass. I'm just saying I don't need ass for. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I
if you
don't
want
need
your woman
cheeks.
to have a great ass, shouldn't you also have a nice firm thing
Like I
yourself?
said, I pack. I don't pack back. I pack front. You know, this is what you know. You worry about that.
Okay, okay. I think you should still just,
Explore it.
explore it a little
I'm
bit.
gonna get me some glutes, guys.
Yeah, some kickbacks. You can
Mm,
do some glute bridges.
mhm.
Great. Well, I think this
Squats.
has, yeah, squats.
Mhm.
Um, but people tend to think that squats is a way to get a bigger ass. Really, just makes your thighs bigger. You do have to use
Exactly.
your butt for the squats, but really, it's the hip thrusters that are
Mhm.
really gonna get it going.
I agree.
I think this is great. How are you feeling about this?
Oh, I feel good. This was a nice experience.
Good.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that you feel you need to talk about today?
No, I think I'm pretty good. This was a great session. I opened up. Yeah, it was good.
Wonderful. Well, before we go, Lamar, why don't you go ahead and tell our viewers the best way that they can get in touch with you?
I would say the best way to follow me on Facebook, Lamar Mitchell Jr. Usually got some comedy stuff up, or my kids, or something like that, or a beautiful picture of myself. So follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on IG as well, sir, at just or J underscore ridiculous 80.
Why is it that people like to put their birth year in their email addresses and their handle names?
I have no
I
idea.
feel like you're just subjecting yourself to identity theft, Lamar.
Probably so. I
Yeah.
want somebody to steal my identity. Give me a better one. That shit was not on my shit before this person stole my identity. And like, well, that was 5 years ago. Well, obviously they've been working hard for some years.
Yeah, obviously, obviously. Um, Wonderful. So follow Lamar on Facebook.
Yes.
Do you have any regular shows?
I do the open mic at Stir Crazy Comedy Club the first Wednesday of every month. It's an awesome show, one of the best open mics in Arizona. We always have a nice audience, so definitely come out and be a part of that audience. We like to have fun. We have great comedians, 3 book portions, and then we have some open mic spots. It's a great time. It's at Westgate in Glendale at the Cardinal Stadium. A lot of activities going on after the show, so it's a perfect time.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining
Oh,
me
no
today,
problem, my
for
dear.
just being
Much appreciated.
open and receptive.
Mhm.
If you guys would like to get in touch with Lamar, feel free to check him out on my website, www.lifecoachingcomedians.com. And don't forget that on Thursdays, we do therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Namaste.
Last time a chick said namaste to me, I ordered an Uber. I said, you ain't staying nowhere. It was a great experience. I mean, like literally, before I came in here, I never ever spoke to anyone. Matter of fact, I am going to come back. I stay right down the street, and if these are free sessions, I will come back 3 times a week or whatever schedule you're willing to work out with me, because we got a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of things to dig into.
I gotta say, Lamar Mitchell Jr., I am really impressed. He's such a bright, young gentleman. I was a little thrown back that he's a counselor himself and just thought so highly enough of me that he would want counseling from me. It was pretty great. I don't understand why it is that all my brothers think I'm gonna give them counseling for free. If he can't pay me, he better hook me up with some weed.